Hi, I'm Swarupa Sail, course instructor for Geotechnical Engineering 2. In this presentation, we will learn about stability analysis of finite slopes using Taylor's stability number method. Taylor's stability number method is the method which is used to evaluate slope stability for homogeneous soils having cohesion. And this method is proposed by Taylor. He introduced a dimensionless parameter called Taylor's stability number and which can be calculated by using equation Sn equal to C divided by F into gamma into H. But we know that factor of safety due to cohesion, that is Fc, is equal to C divided by Cm. So since factor of safety F is equal to C divided by Cm, we can write C divided by F equal to Cm. So Sn becomes Cm divided by these two values, that is gamma into H. Here C is cohesion, F is factor of safety, gamma is unit weight, H is the vertical height of the slope and Cm is the mobilized cohesion. So if we are asked to find factor of safety, we will have to use equation F equal to C divided by Sn into gamma into H. So these two formulas will have to be remembered. One is to find stability number Sn and the other to find factor of safety. Now this is a chart which is referred to as Taylor's stability chart, which is used to find stability number. On x-axis we can find slope angle, that is beta, which is in degree, and this beta ranges from 0 to 90 degree. So in between there are divisions which will show us the slope angle. So this is 10 degree, 20, 30 and so on. And on y-axis, stability numbers are shown ranging from 0.05 to 0.3. So this is 0.05, 0.1 and so on. And here we can see various curves for angle of internal friction 5 equal to 0, 5 equal to 5 degree, 10 degree, 15, 20 and 25 degree. And these dotted lines represent depth factor D, which is equal to 4, which is for the first curve. Second is for depth factor equal to 3. Third curve is for depth factor equal to 2 and so on. In the figure we can see the slope which is at angle beta and height of the slope is given as H. And hard stratum is at certain distance. Maybe we can take it as H1 from the ground surface. So this represents ground surface and this is the top of the embankment. So D into H, that is depth factor into this height of the slope, will be equal to H plus H1. And if we want to find stability number, we need to know what is slope angle beta and what is angle phi. Like for example, for phi equal to 10 degree, so this is the curve which represents phi equal to 10 degree. And for beta equal to 30 degree, we can find out what is the stability number. So stability number can be approximately equal to 0.075. Similarly, for phi equal to 20 degree and beta equal to 40 degree, we can find out what is stability number, which may be approximately equal to 0.051 or 0.052. Similarly, for intermediate values of phi, like for example, let us say if you want to find the stability number for phi equal to maybe 16 degree and beta equal to 40 degree, we can even find out what is stability number. So this is how we can find out the value of Sn, by knowing the value of phi and by knowing the value of beta. This is the chart which shows us the value of stability number for various values of beta, that is the slope angle and angle of internal friction phi, and also the depth factor. Here in the graph, even for the depth factor, we can come to know what is the stability number if we know the value of slope angle. Like for example here, if beta is equal to 10 degree and depth factor equal to 3, we can say that stability number is 0.15. So the values of Sn for beta, phi and depth factor are shown in this table. So we can refer chart or this table in order to get the value of stability number, that is Sn. Like for example, if we want to find Sn for beta equal to 45 degree, phi equal to 10 degree, we can come to know that stability number is 0.108. Similarly, if you are asked to find Sn for beta equal to 30 degree, phi equal to 20 degree, we can confirm that Sn is equal to 0.025. So this is how we can find out the value of stability number from the table. Now we'll solve simple problems wherein all the values are directly given. A 40-degree slope is excavated to a depth of 10 meter is a deep layer of saturated clay of unit weight 20 kN per cubic meter. The relevant shear strength parameters are Cu equal to 72 kN per square meter and phi u equal to 0. The rock edge is at a great depth. The Taylor's stability coefficient for phi u equal to 0 and 40 degree slope angle is 0.18. The factor of safety we will have to find out. We know the equation to find stability number, that is Sn equal to C divided by F into gamma into H. Now in the problem we are asked to find what is factor of safety F. So F will be equal to C divided by Sn into gamma into H. Here C value is 72 kN per square meter. So substitute here the value of C. And Sn is the stability number. Stability number for phi equal to 0 and beta equal to 40 degree is given as 0.18. So substitute Sn equal to 0.18. Then gamma is the unit weight of the soil which is given as 20 kN per cubic meter. So gamma is 20 and height of the slope, that is H, is equal to 10 meter which is given in the problem. So after we substitute all the values, we get factor of safety F equal to 2. Next problem. A deep cut of 7 meter has to be made in a clay with unit weight 16 kN per cubic meter and a cohesion of 25 kN per square meter. What will be the factor of safety? If one has to have a slope angle of 30 degree. Stability number is given as 0.178 from Taylor's chart for a depth factor of 3. Here we need not have to refer to the Taylor's chart to find out the stability number. They have given the value of stability number as 0.178 for the depth of factor D equal to 3. We'll have to find factor of safety. So the equation to find factor of safety F is equal to C divided by Sn into gamma into H. The value of C is given as 25. Sn is 0.178. Gamma is 16 and H is 7. F will be equal to 1.25. These are the various conditions which we will have to know while analyzing the slope for various site conditions. Now above equations which we have seen will be suitable for C5 soil and for pure clay wherein angle of internal friction phi will be equal to 0. Now for dry condition we will have to use gamma D, that is dry unit weight, and undrained friction angle phi u has to be used. And for submerged condition, like if the slope is submerged, then we will have to find out gamma dash, or which is also represented by gamma SUB, which represents submerged unit weight, and phi dash will have to be used. And if the slope is saturated or in drawdown case, that means if the water level suddenly reduces, then we will have to use gamma saturated along with phi W. And this phi W can be calculated by using equation gamma dash divided by gamma saturated into phi, where gamma dash is submerged unit weight and gamma saturated is the saturated unit weight of the soil, and phi is the angle of internal friction. We will solve a problem based on one of the condition. A canal having side slopes 1:1 is proposed to be constructed in a cohesive soil to a depth of 10 meter below the ground surface. The soil properties are given as phi u equal to 15 degree, Cu equal to 12 kPa, Void's ratio E equal to 1, and specific gravity is equal to 2.65. If Taylor's stability number Sn is 0.08 and if canal flows full, the factor of safety with respect to cohesion against failure of the canal bank slope should be calculated. And for that, we will have to use equation for finding factor of safety F equal to C divided by Sn into gamma submerged into H. So here we can see that gamma submerged is used. Gamma submerged is used because in the problem it is mentioned that the canal flows full, and for this condition we will have to find factor of safety. When canal flows full, that means the slope will be submerged. So we will have to find submerged unit weight. So to find submerged unit weight, we have the formula gamma submerged equal to G minus 1 divided by 1 plus E into gamma W. And gamma submerged can also be found out by using equation gamma saturated minus gamma W, wherein the equation for gamma saturated will be G plus ES into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. So here directly we can find out gamma submerged using this equation. So we will substitute value of G as 2.65 minus 1 divided by 1 plus E, where void ratio is equal to 1, which is given in the problem, and gamma W is 9.81. So with this we get gamma submerged as 8.09 kilonewton per cubic meter. So substitute here the value of C, which is given as 12 in the problem, divided by the value of Sn, which is 0.08. Gamma submerged we have found out that is 8.09, and height of the slope is 10 meter. So substitute here 10, with which we get factor of safety equal to 1.85. Next problem. If there is a sudden drawdown of water in the canal and if Taylor's stability number for the reduced value of phi W is 0.126, the factor of safety with respect to cohesion against the failure of the bank slope will be what? So for that, again we will use a equation for finding factor of safety as F equal to C divided by Sn into gamma saturated into H, because for sudden drawdown condition we will have to replace gamma by gamma saturated. So hence we have used here gamma saturated. So that means we will have to find what is gamma saturated. We know that gamma submerged is equal to gamma saturated minus gamma W. So since we have to find gamma saturated, then we write gamma saturated equal to gamma submerged plus gamma W. Gamma submerged was found from the previous problem as 8.09 plus gamma W is 9.81, with which we get gamma saturated as 17.9. So now we will find factor of safety using equation F equal to C divided by Sn into gamma saturated into H. Here the value of C was given in the previous problem as 12. Sn is given in this problem as 0.126. So substitute that into gamma saturated, which is calculated as 17.9, into height of slope, which was given in the previous problem as 10. So once we calculate, we get F equal to 0.53. Thank you.